It is time to do the March sweep of my budget because it is a new month and a new paycheck. So I guess we'll see what we have left. As you can see here, I am using YNAB for my budgeting. It's an app that there is a free version where you get like a 30-day trial or like a 32-day trial. I think they made it so you just have the monthly rollover once, so you can try that before you buy. And I am paying for the app. It's a subscription. You can pay monthly or yearly. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just because I use it and I really like it. I switched to paying yearly and you save quite a lot from that, so just in case you want to use it. So anyway, in March you can see we have 679 kroner left to budget, but we also have one overspent category, which is gas, because that has become so expensive. So we're just going to cover that before we do anything else, so that we have nothing left, if you will. And I haven't really considered what I want to do with the money I have left over in my pots. I'm leaning towards just putting it in my emergency fund, because things are getting expensive. And yeah, I'm just like I'm a single little me living alone, so I am the only one to pay for stuff. So I think I'm just going to put most of it in my emergency fund, to be honest with you. And let's see how we are doing on that. I do have a tracker, so as you can see, I have put a little bit of money in it these past 3 months, but not a whole lot. So I think we're just going to focus on this rather than my investment accounts at the moment. Just, in case of an emergency. So we are going to put the extra in the FU money. So that is 623. That is going to how do we, let's see. This would be easier if I could search for it. Here we go. I'm not going to reduce it. I'm going to add the 623.60. Done. Going to save that, and then the extra money is gone. So this is the budget that I usually set up at the beginning of the month, and last year I did a lot of work trying to find better deals for stuff, and I made sure to every month I put away what I have saved on that, because otherwise it'll just like fritter away in fun money and food money. So on the internet I'm saving 65 every month. On YNAB I'm saving about 50 every month, just by paying yearly instead of monthly. I canceled my Dropbox subscription because I wasn't really using it anymore, so that is quite a lot of money. I dropped using my contact lenses because I had some issues with both my eyes and the lenses, so I just didn't want to spend that much money on it every month. Then I switched to my Union, and then I canceled my Spotify. So in total, that is, did you even see that? That is 1,305 kroner and 50 øre that we save every month just by doing this. And that is stuff I'm just going to put into my emergency fund. So we are going to put that into the FU money. All right. And I do this every month just to make sure that, again, that I am using the saved up money for actual savings and not just spending it on stuff that doesn't really matter. I feel like especially the Dropbox and the Union and the contact lenses are really bulking up this savings mission. And as for the union, I do think it's important to be a member of a union, but my old union was just kind of useless. Luckily, I haven't really had the need for a union yet, but the few times I did have like questions or concerns, they were just not very helpful. So I was like, I don't need to pay this much money for nothing, you know. So yeah. So anyway, usually I sweep the budget because there are a few things that I want to empty out, if you will. Oh, excuse you. I just paid my property taxes and I do have 750 left on that account, but I think I'm just going to leave it there just in case things get more expensive. I just also paid my mortgage and I do have 185 left on that. I think I might put that towards something else. What should we put it towards? I kind of want to put it towards something fun, just to make sure that I do have a little bit of fun money. Yeah, let's see. This is my like a 50 before 50 bucket list, so I think I might put it towards a bookshop crawl in London. I am considering doing it in Edinburgh or Dublin instead, just because I feel like I've been to London, but my previous trips haven't really been bookstore related. They've just been with friends and doing all the normal touristy stuff. So let's see. I also just paid my electricity bill, but I need stuff for that. Then we have gas money. I spent everything and then some on gas because gas is quite expensive now due to recent events. So yeah. And then this is food money. Let's put that towards something. Let's put that to charity. I do want to make sure I'm doing my bit as well. And then we have the leftover fun money. I think I'm going to put that towards my car because my dad just helped me change my tires for the summer. Also, we need to move that to the fire account. Yeah, and he said not next semester, next season, I need some new tires. So I want to make sure I have enough money for that. And that is pretty much it, I think, for stuff that we can sweep. Yeah, because here then this is the stuff I want to keep the money in the pots. So from that budget sweep, we do have 1928 kroner to put into the emergency savings. Now I did already put it in the budget, but I do like to have like a tracker as well. So let's see, let's do a pink. And I think I'm going to go for a couple of the bigger ones just to make sure we get those out of the way so we're not stuck in December with a whole lot of large amounts we need to save in one of the most expensive months. So that's 400. And let's do the 300. I'm just counting down on the calculator here, so I don't have to keep the numbers in my head. And another 400, we have plenty of money for that. And this is a tracker that I found on Pinterest, I believe, from Enriched Life Studio. Let's see, should we do, let's do the 150 here, just to fill out the hexagon. And then we can do the 125. Got a nice little bundle here. And we can do, that's enough money for the 300 here. And then we have about 250 left. So let's just do this one and call it a day. We have like 253. So we're going to end up with a little bit more money on the actual account than this. But yeah, so that's the progress for my $10,000 savings challenge. If you looked at the amount on the account and figured it was way more than this, then that's because I'm just continuing from last year. So I think I ended up with about 10,000 on that account, or in the emergency savings challenge last year. And right now it is at 13,124. So I think that's pretty accurate for what is here. But yeah, that was the sweep of my March budget. I thought it was gonna be worse than this, but I don't know, because at the beginning of the month I was pretty optimistic, but then, you know, stuff happened and things got expensive, and at the end of the month I was like, I'm not going to have anything left. And I didn't have a lot, but a little bit, and a little bit can also do some good work. So let me know how you are doing with your budget, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!